This is a demonstration explanation of a barbell hip extension, popularized by Brett Contreras, also known as a barbell hip thrust. This exercise, in my view, is the absolute best exercise if you are trying to improve at barbell squatting and or barbell deadlifting, especially if you're struggling near the top of the range of motion. If you get good at these, when it comes to barbell squatting and barbell deadlifting, the top half of the range of motion is going to start to feel very easy for you. Once your glutes are not so flexed and they have the ability to actually work, the strength you'll gain on this movement will just allow your hips to fly through and tuck under once you get about halfway up. It'll feel really good to just drive those hips through, and then you can easily finish a heavy squat, heavy deadlift. This is one of the best exercises for that. Also, if you're looking for a hypertrophy exercise, a muscular hypertrophy exercise for your glutes, I think this is one of the best exercises you can do to target your glutes the best, and also allow for a lot of progressive overload and for some heavy lifting as well. Muscular hypertrophy, like I've mentioned in some other videos, is a scientific term that for men literally translates into muscle gain or an increase in muscle size, but for women it translates into muscle toning. So you can set up at the bar, you can use a bench. This is actually the Brett Contreras glute bench that I love so much. Shout out to him. This is a phenomenal product. And before you start, you can use just the barbell. However, there are a few options. If you have a padded bar, you can put this here, or if you have a small little pad like this, you can put it between yourself and the bar if you're looking for a little bit more comfort, especially when you're looking at very heavy weights. Then, when it comes to the setup, you want your feet to be flat on the ground or on this platform. And at the top of the movement, you want your knees to be roughly right over your ankles. You want your knees to be roughly in a 90-degree bend at the top of this position. So, get your feet set. And then what we're going to be doing is setting up our back about right below the shoulder blade level is the bend in the bench, is the crease in the bench, be right below your shoulder blade level. Then we are going to make sure to look forward the entire time. We don't want to allow our head to go too far back. That can cause an excessive rounding in the back, in the spine, and can cause injury. So we want to make sure that we're looking forward the entire time. And get your feet set. We are bridging the hips upward all the way to a straight bridge, nice straight and flat surface, making sure your ankles are under your knees as much as you can. Knees close to a 90-degree bend, slow on the way down. And that is one repetition of a barbell hip extension or barbell hip thrust. A phenomenal exercise both for muscular hypertrophy for the glutes, almost a base exercise around your muscular hypertrophy for your glutes, and then also phenomenal for barbell squatting and barbell deadlifting, especially if you want to improve in the top half of the range of motion. This is barbell hip extensions, also known as barbell hip thrusts. Shout out to Brett Contreras.